Welcome to Mindset Mondays. Today we are going to talk about what makes great communicators stand out as leaders. Because communication is not just about expressing your ideas, sharing them, speaking clearly. It's about creating influence, building trust, and most importantly, inspiring people to take positive action. See, because great leaders are not just people or great communicators, they don't just think differently. Rather, they have an intention, they have a purpose with every conversation that they enter. And by the end of this video, you are going to learn 3 essential mindset shifts that are going to really elevate your communication and hopefully land you in the leadership roles that you're looking for. So, the first point to consider is vision driven communication. So, leaders, they communicate with purpose. They don't just address what's happening now or immediately what's of concern, but they also connect their message to long term goals, to a vision which is bigger and grander than them. So let's say you're presenting a project to your team or an idea. Instead of talking about what all it entails and what all they have to do, you have to explain to them why it matters to the company, why it is important that they do a good job of it. Because when people understand why it matters, then there's a sense of belonging. People want to work. And when you explain to them the why, then people feel trusted and they are more likely to work on the goals that you assign them to. Next time at the meeting or anywhere at a corporate setting, try and begin your presentation with a vision statement which is clear and simple. It could be something as simple and short as, we are hoping to achieve this because we are addressing why. This inspires trust and motivates the team to do their best. Next, we come to one of the most underrated strategies when it comes to great communication. That's empathy. Empathy is something that allows you to connect with your audience. It allows you to build rapport, and great leaders understand their audience. They know how important empathy is because it allows you to see the situation from the other person's perspective. Because communication, lest you forget, is as much about listening as it is about speaking. Because let's say there's a heated discussion, there is conflict which is bound to happen. Great leaders, great communicators, they don't shut people down. They don't make their voice stand out by being louder than others by trying to shut people down. Rather, they acknowledge the other person's perspective first, no matter how much it differs from theirs, no matter how much they don't like their ideas. And once you acknowledge and validate the other person's concern, what happens is it diffuses tension and it builds trust. And it is so common that once you acknowledge and once you establish this trust, once you validate the other person's ideas, it's so likely that they're going to just come over to your side. Most people are just looking to be heard and acknowledged. So remember that next time at a meeting, practice active listening. Someone shares a concern, don't jump in with a solution. Rather, try and paraphrase it to ensure that you understand them correctly. Ask them some questions to understand the problem deeper. This simple step is going to transform how people see you, how people perceive you. And last but not the least is to be confident without being arrogant. Great communicators, great leaders, they are confident, but they are not dismissive and neither are they intimidating. They use assertive language and yet it is approachable. So instead of using sentences or phrases like we might and I think, I recommend this. Rather use I recommend this because this is how it aligns with the company's goals. Next time at a meeting or at a presentation, try and replace your filler phrases like I feel, maybe we could, with decisive language. So what happens when you use decisive language with confidence? It makes your message clear, and within your department, within your team, within your company, positions you as someone who knows what they are doing. That is important. Now, these three mindset shifts are, first of all, vision, communication with vision. Number 2 is empathy in your communication, and number 3 is confidence without being arrogant. Now, these three mindset shifts are really one of the major things that, few of the major things rather, that separate great communicators from everyone else. And it might be a little overwhelming at the beginning, especially if these traits don't come naturally to you, but instead of getting bothered, try and start by practicing really one small step at a time. And trust me, it is going to transform how people look at you, how people perceive you, and perception matters. And trust me, it is going to propel you towards a leadership role faster than you can imagine. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.